It's been a while since I checked in on a project. My last big project was the Blue Steel Overland trailer version 3. You can see that on the YouTube channel, all of the steps that we took to enclose that and make it a sleep-in Overland trailer. So I've got a new project for you. I'm already cheating a little bit. A friend of mine, we'll see if he remains a friend as I begin to dive into this project. He's a great guy. He's so busy, he had to pass on these and pass them along to me. So without further ado, here you go. Here's the new project. It is a set, a pair, however you would like to call that, of 50s Willis Overland trucks. As you can see, it has a lot of patina. This one has a lot of patina. I'll show you the parts on the other one. This is the condition of the other parts. They are either primed and painted, not painted well, but they're painted. And I'll give you a little bit of a peek. Yep, there's nothing in there. Full frame, the original drive shafts, original axles, everything on this, which is a 1955, is original that is with it. So what I'll be doing is taking the two beds, which are both in pretty bad shape, as most of these are, and combining them into one good bed. By the way, this is the frame to the other one. This is the frame to the 1951. And as well as we sort through here, here are the boxes and the piles of sorted parts. Many various parts for these trucks. So the plan is for this first one, I am not going to box in the frame. I have a donor frame and a donor drive line that I'll talk about at a later time. But most of this one, and I say this one, the only parts of this one that will remain on the first part of the build is the hood and the truck bed and fenders. Everything else is going to move to the second, and we'll talk about the finish on that. But I'll give you a peek inside. It's got pretty open space, lots of extra holes for the multiple remodels, and of course the horn is missing. They're always missing on these, but in the aftermarket you can find all of that stuff. So these are my projects. Tell me what you think. Tell me where to resource. For instance, I right now I need some just junk 5 by 5.5 roller wheels. There were some extra wheels with it, for instance this being one of them. However, it is not 5 by 5.5. That is I didn't measure it, but it looks like 5 by 4.5 maybe, or 5 by 5. Anyway, just need some roller wheels for it so that I can move this frame around. Limited space. I've already done some space movement and taken out some racks. The rack there, the red rack, is my Jeep door rack and Jeep miscellaneous part rack. And here you'll notice some other parts. I have one extra fender, which might give you a hint of what's going to happen to the second build. That'll be here, by the way, is the original transmission and transfer case. You can see the drive shafts there, and the fan, the heater fan, some other bed supports, and so this is it. This one, as I said, is a 55. It has the big back window. The other truck that, as I said, this hood comes from is a 1951. And it has the smaller rear window. As I said, again, that cab is primered. The fenders, the grille are all really pristine and already painted. So that'll be a bit of a leap ahead on that, in that I'll clean those up and get them ready for the paint scheme on the first one. But I believe next video will be the new donor frame and driveline, and hopefully I'll have that soon, so that I can show you that video and begin to show you some progress, as all of you guys on YouTube are going to tell me I'm doing it all wrong, or but send me your hints anyway. I said hints. Yeah, send me your strongly worded suggestions as you normally would, and help me out as I do this process. I've rebuilt some cars, but more 60s, 70s, and 80s. Never anything in the 50s that's quite this rusted. So I say that realistically, these are in really great shape for being in the 50s. They're not corroded and rusted out. The steel is extra thick, beefy. So there are some rust spots and some lovely farm booger welding, which, you know, it's a time-loved tradition to booger weld things on a farm, and cool. It just means it had a great life before. Here's some other welds. There's a pretty good one here, I'm sure, where I expect there was some more substantial rust here on this cab. But as I said, the other cab that I'll be using first is really super pristine. So tell me what you think. We'll be checking in on this from time to time. Hopefully I'll have a lot of progress to show you, and you can follow along as we try to rebuild these classic Willis trucks. So let's start off with some great discussion. Is it Willis or Willees? Willis, Willees. Give me your thoughts, but back them up with some data. Don't tell me your mama said so, because that ain't gonna get it done. Tell me why. Is it Willis or Willees?